Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to another episode of the Bobbi Jo and Sheena Show. Two friends, two colleagues here to help others realize their mindset, their thinking, because we've never been taught how to correctly think. We've just been out there reacting to life, kind of thrown out there. And here we bring the awareness to our mind, and being present in what we're thinking creates our reality. Today we decided to talk about self-love. Sheena, as always, please start, my friend.
Well, it's funny because Bobbi Jo said that, and actually, one of my things that I had last night, so I literally have got about 8,000 notes on here, and it was actually discipline and love is your freedom. I actually 100% have no other answer for anything else in your life except love. Um, Sometimes when we get involved in thinking, we just go off on a tangent. And if we're thinking of yesterday, and we're trying to provide solutions from yesterday that fit today to a future that we have absolutely no idea. And so that's why we just keep going round and round in the past. And so the discipline of dropping into your heart and finding the love and just staying there,
Mm.
that then can help clear your mind so that you can start to hear some new truths, not yesterday's truths, but some new truths, some of those ideas that just pop in, like go for a walk or something. That's self-love and self-care. So the discipline of doing that is, well, actually, it's your freedom, to be honest.
Sheena doesn't know this little story I'm about to tell. I had a comedy concert last night at my spiritual center with Greg Tamlin, and he likes to write stories and songs and makes them funny, but this was more of a serious one about a woman that he knew back in the 1980s. She was about 33, she was a nurse, and by the time they could diagnose her, she was already in a wheelchair, and it was the ALS disease, Lou Gehrig disease, right? And as you know, that's usually terminal. And so when they found this out, they actually told her you only have 6 months to live. Her body was in a puddle in a wheelchair, and she was very sad, of course. I mean, knowing you have 6 months to live, but she thought, what can I do? What can the thing, how do I not end my life? And she thought with self-love. So every day, she always was a heavier woman, and I guess she had had polio too as a child in both legs. So she had a limp and she never loved herself. And here she had Lou Gehrig's disease. What is she going to do? So 3 times a day, 20 minutes at a time, she put a timer on, is all she could stand to look at herself naked in a mirror, and she learned to love herself. And what she did is she wrote out all these feelings. She addressed all the feelings that came up, and she said, I just turned them over to God. And so she did this for a while, I'm not sure how long. And then one day she said it was a threshold. She actually felt it and she went in. I have goosebumps all over my body. And she looks into the mirror and she just saw love. And she just accepted herself. And do you know? She healed herself. I've never heard of someone going reversing ALS. And this woman went on to be a minister in the Methodist Church. I guess she lives in New York, and she's finally, this was in the 80s, is writing her book, which I want to read. And so that's a really powerful story, goosebumps all over, about self-love. And I'm reading this book right now, Psycho-Cybernetics, in a book club with some friends, and it's saying changing your self-image does not mean changing yourself or improving yourself, but changing your own mental picture, your own estimation, conception, and realization of self. Most of us are better, wiser, stronger, more competent now than we realize. Creating a better self image does not create new abilities, talents, powers. It realizes and utilizes them. So accept yourself, be yourself. You cannot realize the potentialities and possibilities inherent in that unique and special something that is you. If you keep turning your back on it, feeling ashamed of it, hating it, or refusing to recognize it. So see the beauty in you and know that you're perfect the way you are. Take on that practice. These are one of those little tools and the nuggets that Sheena and I are here, that when you do this, Emmanuel, I know you're watching, this is how you look at the mirror, right? The man in the mirror, and you grow and you love. And from there, it's more powerful than anything you've ever known here on earth. That's my advice for you today, as we are angels from heaven coming to you
And in case
live.
anybody hadn't noticed, we've got these angel things on top of here, and we just carried on the conversation and didn't even mention them at all. We just thought we'd put them on for a bit of a laugh. Oh, well, I might have caught your attention. I hope so. So like and share. And yeah, I can tell you now that after walking past a mirror my whole life and go, you look like your mum. Sorry, mum. That basically I was disgusted at myself every single time I passed a mirror. So when it took me to be in my 50s to start to really love myself. And I literally cell by cell by cell starts to come round. So nowhere near finished. I don't think we're ever finished. That's the one thing here. We're never finished. So today's day one, start today. Tomorrow's day one, start tomorrow. See you there.
See you soon. Have an awesome day.